Earth is an amazing blue planet, covered 75% with water, the essence of life itself. Without water, life would not exist. Water makes our planet unique in our solar system, and the presence of water is what astronomers look for in their search for life on other planets. Like the Earth, the human body is also, on average, 75% water. Without water, none of the processes that support life can exist. While we can go without food for many weeks, we can only live a few days without water. Yet only 2% of the Earth's water is drinkable, and billions of people worldwide don't have access to clean drinking water. In this video, you'll learn a lot about water. You'll also be introduced to Dr. Richard Cohen, MD, a doctor who practices integrative anti-aging medicine and performance sports nutrition.
We really don't think too much about water. It's something that comes out of our tap. It's something that's in the ocean. But what I want people to realize is that we are essentially water. Our brain is 90% water. Our blood is 80% water. Our muscles are 70% water. So without water, our bodies cease to exist.
Water is the essence of life. Water carries oxygen and nutrients to the cells. Water regulates body temperature. Water helps the body absorb nutrients and convert food to energy. Water protects and cushions vital organs and cushions the joints. Water removes metabolic waste from the cells through the lymphatic system. Without water, life ceases to exist. Water is just water, right? Tap water, filtered water, spring water, well water, bottled water. Some are a little more pure than the rest. Others have more minerals and taste better. You may pay more for the ones from Fiji or France or some glacier in Canada. But water is just water. Or is it? Volumes have been written on the subject, and the truth is, not all water is the same.
Where did water come from? Water came from rain, snowflakes, came from streams, underground reservoirs. And what we're learning now, and this is the case with most issues, and most, when you go back to how things used to be. So if we look at water, the way it used to be, there are 3 or 4 structural and biochemical differences than what exists today.
For most of his life, Nobel Prize winner Henri Coanda studied the water of the Hunza people who lived high in the Himalayan mountains. Natural health practitioner Ariana Nation was also fascinated by the Hunza people and their water.
In my research, I discovered that there's a long history of scientific research about water and its healing ability. And this Kangen water has quite a history. It's a long history. And one of the things that fascinated me is the Hunza people and their ability to live 120 to 140 years without the degenerative diseases that we suffer here in the United States and all around the world.
Why did the Hunza people live so long? Why were they so healthy? Coanda and others believe it is the water. Their water came from glacial streams, and it had very unique properties. It was microclustered. It had a different viscosity and surface tension. It carried lots of minerals that gave it a high alkaline pH. It also had an extraordinary amount of active hydrogen. Hydrogen with an extra electron. The presence of extra electrons made the water an antioxidant. All these properties combined contributed to the health and longevity of the Hunza people. Water similar to that of the Hunza people are found in other places around the world. The Caucasus Mountains of Azerbaijan, the Xinjiang region of China, and the Andes Mountains are just a few.
In research, the Russians and the French and a lot of people have researched this. They found that it's their source of water. And it's from the glaciers that surround the mountainous region where they live. The common denominator with all these different cultures that have this vibrancy is their source of water and the properties that that water consists of.
When we look at natural water, there are 4 or 5 different properties that are critical. So while adding a mineral buffer to a filtered water is certainly more beneficial to get some of these mineral salts into our body, it still doesn't create that same process of having these free electrons, to having the negative ORP. Still does not create a microclustered state. Okay, and those three in and of itself, even if you're filtered, you're losing those benefits, or you're not gaining the benefits of what's seen with natural water. So while it's a small step to take, beneficial, as opposed to drinking acidic water, it's not providing the same benefits.
Is the tap water we drink today anything like the glacial milk that the Hunza people drink? Not even close. It has lost most of its living energy properties as it has traveled through our municipal water system. It is free of pathogens most of the time, but now carries chlorine, fluoride, and chlorine byproducts. It is sometimes contaminated with radium, rocket fuel, and pharmaceuticals like birth control pills. If your pipes are old, your water may be contaminated with lead or other heavy metals. And if the water where you live is acidic, water treatment plants add lye or ammonia to make it neutral. Not exactly glacier milk, is it?
Where going back to the natural state of water is essential and critical for health.
But we haven't done that, have we? Instead, we came up with a better answer: bottled water. Last year, Americans spent more on bottled water than on iPods or movie tickets. $15 billion. Every year, we pitch 38 billion water bottles into landfills. Over $1 billion worth of plastic. Only 9% of plastic water bottles are recycled. 91% become litter or landfill. A large percentage of this trash finds its way to the oceans, where it ends up part of a floating island in the Pacific, twice the size of Texas.
But you do understand chemicals and toxins in your water are not healthy. And we do understand that having a plastic dump the size of Texas floating around in the Pacific Ocean and now is broken down into micro little plastics and getting into fish and other animals is not a good thing.
Drinking ionized alkaline Kangen water is a better choice. Like natural ancestral waters, it is microclustered, contains alkaline minerals, and has a negative ORP, making it an antioxidant, and it costs a little more than $1 a day for unlimited amounts.